Andy, thank you for joining us today after a 2-1 win against Dagenham Redbridge. Back to winning ways today after back-to-back losses. How did you find today's game?
Yeah, I'm delighted. I thought it was never going to be a classic with the conditions, the weather. Two teams in and around the same sort of areas of the league. It was always going to be tough. So we'd had not a great week. So to come away with 3 points, absolutely delighted.
A second half comeback after going in at 1-0 down. What was your message to the players at half time?
The message was simple at half time. We need a bit more belief because I looked at it and said they're no better than us. We looked like we lacked a little bit of belief. I wanted to play a little bit higher up the pitch. I wanted to win more second balls. And I wanted to get it in wide areas and cause them some problems. Again, the goal they scored was a little bit unlucky. And things sometimes go for you, sometimes they didn't. And I thought we looked like a team feeling a little bit sorry for ourselves. So I said at half time, let's go out and have a go second half. If we're going to go down, let's go down fighting. And I thought we were much better second half, played on the front foot, got it into wide areas, created some chances, and I think overall deserved the 3 points.
7 games without a goal and 2 come at once for Dan Creaney today. How important are his goals today and for the team and his confidence?
I don't think Dan's massively never short confidence, but he is a striker and he'll feel he gets judged on that, so that's good for him. He's not particularly missed loads in the last 3 games that we just haven't given a great service. He hasn't had the chances. He still leads the line well. We know what he brings to the team without his goals, but of course it'd be good for him. More importantly, it's good for the group, it's good for the club. That's important. These are important games, the ones at home against the teams that are likely to be in and around us, and they have been from the start. They're the ones where the points are really important.
A debut for Ben Crompton, who played against us on Tuesday, and a debut for Ronan Mayer as well. What do you make of their performances?
Yeah, I thought they were both exactly what I thought. I thought Ben slotted in well at right back. Watched him the other night. I'd spoke to Sunderland about him, for a little while. I wanted to see him play. I don't just sign players on clips, because all these clips that people put out, you can put some good clips, but I wanted to actually see him. I thought he was good the other night. I thought he suits the way we play. Big, strong, aggressive. Got a good future in the game, so that was a no-brainer. And obviously Ram, we know from when he was at Rushall. I've spoke about him various times with Sads at Walsall, and this was the right time. He's not had enough minutes there. He knows what we do. He knows how we play. He came with his blessing because he likes what we're doing here, which again I said earlier is a fantastic link for me and the club with your Walsall, Sunderlands, Birmingham's. The more I can get, the better, because they've showed their worth today. Both I thought were excellent.
Beating a team close to Tamworth in the table, are you starting to look at the table after these sorts of games, or is your pure focus on the following matches?
No, I always look at the table. Like I said, I always say it doesn't take shape for the first 12 games, but obviously we're way past that. I look at it every week, of course I do, because I'm still looking at how many points we need to be in an area I'm happy with, and we don't want to get dragged into the bottom bit where everyone thinks we were going to be. These are the sort of games that get you out of that and keep you. They give you the licence to go to other places and have a go. We have to make this a fortress. It was a bit more like that second half today, which was good. Of course I look at the league table because that's important. I've said all along that's more important than anything else this season, and I include the FA Cup in that because that for me is a bonus.
As we said, a win today. What does this do for the players going into a big FA Cup tie next week?
I think it was massive today because it gives everyone a lift again, because we've obviously the Huddersfield game, we haven't particularly won a game since then. I still say it was a good point against Ebbsfleet because we weren't at it. We lost at Oldham when I was disappointed with the goals we conceded. I was disappointed in the week by, again, the goals we conceded. So, you need to pick yourselves up. Everyone needs picking up, and I think today's done that. And all of a sudden now you go into a game next week, which we know is going to be really, really tough because of how far ahead of us in league positions they are, or status. But I think today gives you a bit of confidence and it gives you a good week's training.
As I was about to mention, FA Cup next weekend against Burton Albion away. What are your thoughts approaching this match?
Like I said, it's one we want, a bit like the Huddersfield one. Yes, I want the club and everyone to enjoy it, but equally I want us to give a good account of ourselves. I've watched them once, twice already. Forget their league position. That's a strong league. They've got a lot of good players. We need to be at our best to get anything. That is a fact. But it's something, we're going to have a massive following. I want the boys to go there, a bit like the last round, and do themselves justice.
And finally, what's your message to the fans today and the travelling fans next week?
Like I said, the message today for the fans was it wasn't pretty, but again, we've found a way to win. They're massive points. These are the sort of games that keep you in leagues and keep you where you want to be. The support. Travelling support's never a problem to me because they go in numbers. They're always behind the team, and let's get as many there as we can next week. I'm sure we'll sell all the tickets, and I'm sure they'll be loud. It's my job and the team's job to give them something to shout about, but let's go there. We've come a long way from where we were. To go to a game like Burton, in the FA Cup, well, I would have all snapped their hand off for that a few years ago. So let's go there, let's have a day, and let's make it a day to remember, and let's try and cause another little upset.
Let's hope so. Andy, thank you for joining us today, and we'll speak to you again next week.
Thank you, cheers.